Hello everyone, and welcome to 16 Scale News, your weekly show where I go through all the news, releases, updates of the week. And I'm seeing that I already have some people around here. I'm just going to address some people here in the chat before we go on because there are a lot of announcements this week, really a lot. Many announcements, but few releases, unfortunately. And we got here Jedi Knight's Watch. My friend Graham, how are you? João Big Brother with the news. That's right. It's that time of the day, of the week. Hector V, member of the channel, in the house as well. How are you, Hector? I think you are excited about Penguin that was announced by Mars Toys. It looks quite good, that one. My friend Dante, Man of Oct Collectibles. Let's go. How are you, Dante? Funky Cold Santa, also a member of the channel. How are you, my friend? Hope everything is fine. Conquer Knight. Hello, looking forward to hear the latest. Yeah, there are some new announcements, quite a few announcements, and I think some of them are very interesting. We got Puerto Rican Sixth Lord. I know he's always following the channel. He cannot always be on time for the live streams, but I'm happy that you made it today. Pablo Meza also in the house. How are you, Pablo? Hope you had a great week. And we got as well, of course, Doc Smizzle. How are you, my friend? Tremble Dust, KJ Smith, a lot of people. Fabs is also here. Community Arcade, also a member of the channel. How are you? And my good friend Mandalorian Huntress, how are you? Hope everyone is well. Hit that like button. Exactly. Thanks so much for the shout out, Graham. And we go straight here to the news. Before, of course, saying hello to Bob Dylan. How are you? Hope you had a great week as well. Going to share here the screen. I'm just going to talk very briefly about this because we already talked about this on Graham channel, on the Dante channel. Boba Fett, finally, Hot Toys decide to release the book of Boba Fett, the 1/6 scale version. We had the 1/4 scale before and the one from the Mandalorian on the throne. Now we got a new Boba. As Mario El Professor says, there's always a market for Boba Fett, and it will not be oversaturated. I don't know. I will not get this one. I think many people here in the chat maybe will get it. I'm going to get the one in the throne. For now, I think it is enough. Apart from Boba, of course, we got Cad Bane that everyone was waiting. It's a figure that we were expecting to see a Star Wars celebration. It delayed a bit, but I think it was worth the while. We got 3 face plates. We got a lot on this release, and I know that many people is going to be excited about this one. Hector, yeah, this one is different than the throne. The boots are different. There are some differences on the outfit. The belt is different as well, and it comes with more accessories than the one on the throne. And no, this one doesn't come with head sculpt, of course. So this one is a bit different. Cat Bane looks amazing. I think it's a consensus that everyone think that this is what we all were expecting. Some people wanted a bigger head to mimic the Clone Wars version, but I think as it is, it's okay. I'm sure some third party or some custom artist will do a bigger head for Cat Bane, and also, of course, a toothpick. I completely agree with Frankie Cold Santa. Cat Bane is a must. If you collect Star Wars, you can fit it in any collection that you have. Doesn't matter if you are collecting Clone Wars or if you are collecting Mandalorian line or Book of Boba Fett. Jedi Knights, I'm still good with my Empire Strikes Back Boba. Yeah, that one is unique, but you may consider add one more or two. Boba will always looks good in a display. Hector V, the Bacta tank was the star of Book of Boba. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. And I was afraid would be the star of Obi-Wan as well. By the way, Obi-Wan reached to a end. Everyone is waiting for announcements from Hot Toys. Everyone is expecting a Darth Vader with a battle damage, with a half of broken helmet. And I'm not calling it. I know Fabio and Dante already called that one. I'm not calling it. Just to be clear about that. Okay, so let's pass now to other announcements we got from Dam Toys. The Resident Evil 2, the Claire Redfield. This is the classic version. There are a lot of Resident Evil 1/6 scale figures around, even from third parties. I think it's a franchise that they did a lot. Well, many brands did these figures, but this time we got them toys with their classic version. I didn't play the Resident Evil 2, but I think this one looks quite okay. There's only a problem I think with this figure. It's the same thing that happened with Harley Quinn from Hot Toys. Is the joints on the knees? They really don't look that good. But guys, very honestly, at the beginning when Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn was announced, I was also very against those jointed knees. But in the end, I got both of the Harleys. I got them both, and you can get some poses that the knees will look not that distracting to the eyes. I think if you can pull a simple pose, it can looks okay. But I agree with Tremble that the head sculpt looks quite okay. Pablo, the price of these ones I just had this morning. I think it's $293, $294, something like that. But again, one thing that is interesting here is that Damn Toys, they always do very nice diorama bases, but on this one I cannot see any base here. It seems that it even doesn't come with any display base. I don't have the full list, but normally they always show the display base on these parts list, and I cannot see anything here. So I think it's quite strange. Also, one thing to note is that in this photo you can see on the down, it's that the license belonged to a company named Nauts, is the licensee, but Dem Toys is the one in charge of the production. So in this case, you got a company that got the license for the franchise, and this other company that is producing it. So many times people say that probably Sideshow has the license for Star Wars and Hot Toys produced for them. I don't know if that's a fact, but in this case, you can see that they already disclaim that Knots have the license for this franchise, and Damn Toys is the one in charge of the of production. Yeah, that Tremble Dust, you are talking about the Suicide Squad one. That one also had the same problem with the news. That one goes for a quite high price. However, the Birds of Prey, both of them, at least here, the prices are going down. Actually, I should have waited a bit and could get them for a better price. But at that time, I can't complain. I already got them for a bit below retail. Besides these Claire Redfields, we got as well Leon, also from Resident Evil 2, also the classic version. I kind of like the head sculpt. The head sculpt looks quite nice. Damn Toys always do a very good work with the head sculpts. You can see the Godfather that they did both versions. They look really good. For many people, the Godfather, the Damn Toys one, was the figure of the year, and I kind of agree. It's really a unique figure and very well done. But again, there is they don't show anywhere about any display base, which I think is a bit odd. Normally, Damn Toys always want to show their nice display bases. What they did with the Assassin's Creed line was amazing. The display bases were very well done. So I think it's a bit strange they are not showing any of these. My friend Marco from 16 Fix also in the house. How are you, Marco? Yo, I want this Claire. I think if you are a Resident Evil fan, I think you should grab it. Yeah, they do got the key accessories. Both Claire and Leon got 4 key accessories. It's a nice detail, and thanks for adding that up. Basically, they come with the same accessories. The difference is not that big. But again, I'm not very familiar with this franchise. I didn't play the game. Riley reviews also in the house. How are you, Riley? Hope everything is fine with you. Passing now to the next announcement, we got. I told you last week they were teasing us about this, and finally the Present Toys came up with the good, bad, and ugly figures. This one is the Clint Eastwood one. They call him the West Cowboy. I don't think it looks that bad. Now is the second company doing this in a matter of a week. It comes packed with a lot of stuff. It comes with 2 rifles, 2 revolvers. Here in the product list, they mention two head sculpts, but I think this is a mistake. I think there is only one head sculpt, because the three releases they are mentioning two head sculpts. I'm not sure about it. I need to ask Kit, but I think it's not true. It comes at 169. Releases the fourth quarter this year. I think it looks okay if you are a fan of the movie. Present Toys, the quality lately, if you got their Indiana Jones, I think after their Constantine figure, their quality have been improving, and their Indiana Jones, I think it's a common. Riley Ruiz, João, what's up? Incredible show as always. Thank you. It's everyone opinion is that the product came very very good. The Indiana Jones I was talking about, the price is quite okay. You see, I'm thinking, I always thought and I always say that third parties should always be around 150, 150, 170, let's say, not more than that. I think it's an acceptable price for a third party release. You could use this head for Wolverine with cigar in the mouth. Wouldn't really great. Yeah, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. But yeah, this is the first one. Present Toys got the three figures from them. I don't like so much this head sculpt here without the head. But again, it's possible that this one comes with two head sculpts, because this is the price of this one is 169. Probably this one comes with two head sculpts, and the other two comes only with one, because the other ones are only 154. This one, they call him the Cunning Killer, but again, they are writing two head sculpts. I think this one comes only with one head sculpt, but again, comes packed with a lot of stuff. Looks cool, looks good as well. You can find more photos of it at 16 You got all the photos over there. Here I'm just showing you all the parts that it comes with. Jedi Knight's Watch saying, I gonna watch the movie again. This movie is from 1966. I don't know if it aged well. I watched it once and I didn't beg to watch it again. Maybe I can consider about that. But again, 154 for this figure, I think it's a good price for a third party. It's not a high risk bet, even if it doesn't come as good. And the release time is the first and second quarter of next year. But take this with a grain of salt. If you are familiar with Present Toys, they usually delay their releases a lot. This indie, I think it took them almost 2 years or even more to come out, but probably they are improving on that aspect. They did as well this one, the third one, they call it the Robbers. This one, again, with two head sculpts, I think this is a mistake. I think it's come only with one head sculpt. This one comes with a pipe, comes with a rope as well, comes with different accessories, and I think this head sculpt looks quite, I think, let's say, unique. It's a unique head sculpt. But again, if you are going to collect this line, you need to get the three of them. There's no meaning only to get one. This one is priced as well at 154. You can get the three pack, let's say, for $480, $500. You can get the three pack of these figures. I think it's a good deal if you are a fan of the movie. But maybe wait, because the Clint Eastwood one, there are other companies doing it. I will compare the two of them once they release. I will do a comparison review of the both releases, and then maybe you can decide. We got as well this Batman mask. I saw this just yesterday. It is listed on 16 Kit for $20. This mask comes in two colors, a golden color and a silver color. It comes at $20. It's the price of it, and releases next month. I think this can be used in any Batman, the BVS, the Justice League. You can use it on any of them. The collector in the house, what's up? You're doing great, and everyone in the chat as well. How are you, my friend? Welcome. And SGC 360 is fantastic. Angel Eyes looking good. I also think so. Present Toys is increasing their quality a lot. Single songwriter in the house as well. Hello, collectors. Hope we get something special from Hot Toys coming. Everyone is waiting, right? We are all refreshing Hot Toys Facebook page, waiting for that special Vader announcement. Carlito in the house as well. Hey guys, how are you, my friend? Hope you had a great week. So this is a Batman mask. It's quite simple, but you can improve, or if you need it for your Justice League Batman or the BVS or even the Nightmare Batman, just go out. It's a nice addition for $20. I think it's okay. Now we are going to talk a bit about this Valkyrie. I know many shows, many streams already talk about this. This comes from Thunder Toys. It's their, let's say, they already released 3 or 4 figures. Their quality actually is quite okay. Interesting fact about Thunder Toys, uh, and it's always interesting, this stuff about third parties, is that Thunder Toys, they own their factory. They really are a factory that produce figures. Let's say other brands like Toys Era and such, they are just studios that then will subcontract a factory to do their products. But in this case, Thunder Toys, they own their own factory plant and they do everything in house. So it's also always an advantage they have. Anyway, for this Valkyrie, it comes with a horse Pegasus. I don't like much the way they did this because you see the horse doesn't have joints, so this flying pose, it doesn't look really, it doesn't look good in my opinion. uh, I don't know if you guys are going to pre-order this one, but I would advise you to wait a bit because I have on good authority that there is other brand coming with the other Valkyrie. I know that I saw the 3D rendition of the head sculpt, and it's a different hair. It's not this straight hair. It comes like with a braided hair pushed to the back. So if you are going to get the Valkyrie, maybe wait a few more days. There is other brand that is going to announce her, but without the Pegasus, without horse, only the figure by itself. It will be the same suit, but with a different head sculpt. So you may consider to wait, or you can get this one and then get the other one too. But this one, I think it looks okay. Many people complain about the head sculpt. It's not perfect, but again, a third party figure for 164, releasing by the end of this year. Maybe Hot Toys will do their own, but I think for the time being, I think this one looks quite okay. It comes with a few accessories. It comes only with a sword, basically, and extra two extra ends, the pairs of ends, 2 extra pairs, and the display base, that black one, that's very simple one, not much, nothing special. But again, as I told you, if you want to wait 2 or 3 days, you will see other announcement from other brand with a different head sculpt. Then the horse, you will need to get it separately, and it prices at 256. This is already the price of a Hot Toys figure, right? It's made of, they said, high quality polystone. It comes with wings. They said it's real feathers. I hope it's not real feathers, that are detachable and slightly changeable. Uh, the wingspan is, this is 30 inches, 76 centimeters. This is quite long, let me tell you. For this horse, you really need to love the character to have this on your display. If you have a module cases, you don't have any problem. For a normal display, it's quite difficult. Bob Dylan saying is happy for this announcement. I'm happy for you too. But as I was saying, maybe you can wait 2 or 3 days before you pre-order this one. Single songwriter saying she looks okay and looks like actress Mila Kunis also. I also think it's the likeness is quite there. I'm eyeing Thunder Toys, the bloody mood. Strange they are doing 2 versions. Yep. And Manifold Collectibles looks pretty good to me. Yeah, looks okay. And Tremble Death saying I swapped the real feathers for posability. Yeah, that's a good point as well. But anyways, the Valkyrie, it's already on for pre-order. But the horse, again, remember that there is no articulation. This is basically a polystone horse, and then they have the wings, probably through some holes that you will need then to fix the wings on the horse. Probably the holes will always be there, so I don't think there's an option of using it without showing those holes there. So something to consider. Other figure that I teased last week uh, finally came into to pre-order the Fishbone toys, the Tyler Durden from Fight Club, and again priced at 150. I'm not very happy with that sculpt. I don't think this will turn to be an amazing release. But again, the one from, I think is Enterbay, if I'm not mistaken, that did this figure, that one goes for a very high price. So probably you can consider getting this one for 150. Releases by the end of this year. This is the Tyler Durden from, of course, the Fight Club. It comes with not many things. Comes with 6 extra ends, pistol, shoes, special effects. That I think is the smoke from his cigarette. It comes as well with a baseball bat, with a flower shirt with a flower patterns on the shirt. I think it 150. It's not a high risk debt. You can get this figure. If you don't like it, then you can do maybe a custom figure for yourself. But again, other interesting release from a brand that I don't know where this brand comes from. Never heard about this brand, so I cannot give a big opinion about this. Then we got, I think this is the biggest announcement from this week about third parties. We got the Penguin from Mars Toys in a collaboration with 6 Feet Lane Studio. They are the same doing the Riddler as well. And I think many people are excited about this. My opinion, and it's just my opinion with honestly, I think the head sculpt still not 100% there. It's acceptable, looks good, but I would prefer as like that smiling head sculpt or something like that. There's something about his head sculpt that I cannot see exactly the cobblepot there, but probably they can improve it during production, uh, and I hope they can improve during production. Hector V saying, I hope Mars Toys reconsiders and releases a smirking at sculpt. Exactly, that's exactly my my point. That penguin, Jedi Knights watching the penguins looks pretty decent for what it is. I also think so. I also think it's probably Hot Toys are going to do it. Not sure. And then this penguin, what is interesting is that they give you 3 options. And I found interesting as we go through these, and later we will compare the prices of these 3 options they give us. This is the plaid suit. They call it the plaid suit because there are 2 suits. They do 2 releases. It comes with a head sculpt with a body. It comes with the ends, and all the left ends come with a ring, shirt, tie, the suit, the pants, the coat, shoes, the drugs. They call it the medicine. The bag. A bag comes filled with money, a gun, a watch, a chain, an umbrella, and the stand. The stand, they use it the Batman logo here on the stand. I don't know if they are going to write Penguin or Cobblepot's name tag over there, but I think no. I think we will only have the Batman logo. This is one option that you have. It's one suit. I'm happy that they add the umbrella, and they said Mars Toys said that the coat it's made of leather. It will not deteriorate or ruin over time. So it's a great option if you are looking for a Riddler. But this is the first option you have at $167. The second option is the stripped suit. I think the first suit, this one, they call it the plaid, it's the checkered suit. I think this is the one that he was using the first time he met Batman, if I'm not wrong. This suit, I don't know if he uses in other part of the movie, maybe in the funeral or something like that. This is the other suit option. Basically, exactly the same figure. The only difference is the pattern of the suit. Tremble Dust is asking if it's really leather. I think so. I read the comment from Mars Toys. Maybe I'm mistaken, but you guys can go to the Mars Toys, their own page on Facebook. Someone asked about the material, and I'm almost sure that this Mars Toys said it was a leather. Yeah, but this is the second option. So You got these two options at 167 each one. And then what I think strange, and yesterday I was talking with Fabio was talking with me about this. It's then you got this a third option that is a double figure set. Basically, you got the two figures and the price at 234. I think the two figures it's the best deal you can have, because if you buy them separate, you would spend almost 340, because each one go for 167. If you buy the two together, you got them for 234, so it will be each figure around 120, not even 120, because these are already with free shipping from 16 kit. So you got the two figures for 234. I think it's the better deal if you really want the penguin, because there's only one catch here, is that this double set only comes with one umbrella. The rest, I think, it's all double. Of course, two head sculpts, two bodies, and two shirts, two ties. The plates, they call the plate suit, the plate pants, the striped suit, the striped pants, two coats, four shoes, 10 bags of the medicine drugs. One comes with one bag only, with one gun and one umbrella. So you are a bit limited, but you will not display two penguins with umbrella, right? So you can play with that. But I think is a very good deal for 234. Before we going on with this penguin, I need to hear a super chat from SGZ360. Any updates on Soso Toys release? They have been quiet. Keep up the good work. I was going to talk about it a bit later, but the Homelander is ongoing. I think it's going to be released within the next month. I think that's the next figure from them to come out. It's the Homelander, and I think will come by the next month. And if you guys over there in the chat that didn't got the Butcher before, this week Butcher appeared again on stock in some stores, so it's the best time to grab it, because once that Homelander eats and is released, I think everyone is going to go after Butcher again, and then it's gone for good. And you already know that Soso Toys, when they are gone, the price go up a lot. Better to get Butcher now. I reviewed that figure, and I think it's a very good one. You already know the Homelander from Star Ace was not the best one, and I'm sure that Hot Toys will deliver a very good Homelander. SJC360, thanks so much for the super chat. As I said, Homelander, I think beginning or middle of next month. But yeah, here with the penguin, Tremble is saying it's like they are trying to give the figure away. Exactly. Seems they are giving at least one figure away if you get in the set. That's why I'm saying it's a very good deal. I think it's really a good deal that they are offering here with this one. I'm getting this double pack. This way I can review both of them and compare them. Basically, the best deal, honestly, was if they give us different head sculpts. Let's say, like Hector was saying, a smirk head sculpt and a normal one, like this one. I would pay $250 for the two. They could charge us more $15 and give us a second head sculpt, a different one, so we could have two different options for the penguin. Tremble Dust is asking, sorry to divert the topic. After Homelander, the boss is next. Answer when you can. I'm not sure. Normally, Soso Toys, they never say what's coming next. Their releases are always a bit difficult to predict because they go with their own flow. I never know what's coming next. Normally, they will tease something and we know. But at this moment, I really can't say what's coming next. But I will try to know. And if I have that answer, then I will let you know for sure. But yeah, this penguin double set 234, I think it's quite appealing. I didn't make here a stop because I need to drink a bit of water. It's quite difficult to do streams alone because you need to talk alone, and it's your throat dries. Funky Cold Santa is saying, I think Hero Lawyer. Yeah, you may be right about that, because they did the update a while ago about the hero lawyer, so it's probably right. The collector in the house, how are you, my friend? Exactly. They did one before, they already updated this one, so probably you are right on that one. Mars Toys teases as well. They are asking us if they offer you a double figure, the Two-Face and the Riddler, would you get it? I mean, you got Batman Forever and Robin being released soon from Hot Toys. I think Mars Toys would be smart to capitalize on this one. But I know there is other company. I don't remember the name, but there is a third-party company making the Two-Face. But I think this will be exactly like Hector is saying. It will be a great two-pack. I completely agree with you. This will be a great two-pack. Fed Gadget, great channel. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Mars Toys is teasing. Normally, when they do these teases, they will basically do some prototypes to show us. I think many people will get these. At least the Riddler, the Jim Carrey would be an amazing 1/6 scale figure for sure. I know there was a custom before, but yeah. Bob Dylan, you are interested in this in the Riddler or the Two-Face, or you were talking about the Penguin before? Now you you won't track down these ones. Exactly, Tyria. With the Batman Forever Hot Toys coming out, the problem is that even if Mars Toys teases this now, we will need to wait maybe 8 to 10 months until release. So I hope they are working out on their prototype. Exactly. For Val Kilmer, can you imagine you have the Batman, Robin, and then Hot Toys will not do this. You can have the Two-Face, Riddler together. It will be an amazing display. But yeah, I will give updates if I have anything on this, but I think it's quite possible that Mars Toys is going to do this. Then we got as well, I know this already was talked in many streams, Iconic Studios already teasing their Elvis. What I could gather is that they are doing 2 head sculpts for this Elvis. I don't know which kind of head sculpts. That was the only thing I could get, the only news I could get from this announcement. Abram Guerrero, great channel, greetings from Mexico. Hello, my friend. Thanks so much for stopping by. Exactly, Fed Gadget. The Sensation Riddler. That one, I tracked that one some time ago, but the price is impossible. But I remember that when it was released, it was a very good figure. But yeah, this Elvis, the Jailhouse Rock, we will hear soon from Iconic about this. But I know many people will be excited because it will be an amazing 1/6 scale figure, and Iconic with a license and so on. I'm sure they will give us a very good one. That's all for announcements and teases. Passing now to releases. Sideshow, the dude from Big Lebowski is released already. I think maybe it was released some time ago. I'm not sure because I only saw today Kit Chen from 1/6 Kitty was showing that he already got his stock. And I saw that Bob Dylan and Doc Smizzle, they were, wow, you got the stock and you are in China. I was also quite impressed because every figure I pre-order from Sideshow, and let's say I have Freddy Krueger, I have the Catwoman, the quarter scale. I always get those figures from Sideshow, I would say 4 to 6 months after you guys get Sideshow has it on stock. So this one was also quite a surprise for me that this dude from the Big Lebowski was released. And I'm sure in North America this will sell pretty well. But here in China, I don't think the Chinese collectors are getting this one. I think it's a small batch here for China. So I feel strange why they would release their stock here in China first for a movie that it's not that famous over here. Toy boxing, I want a new Michael Jackson figure. You are not wrong. I don't know if Hot Toys still have the license or they have the interest to do a Michael Jackson, maybe iconic. It's a good company to try to pursue that license and do a Michael Jackson. I think they could nail it pretty well. And Pablo is saying, what the heck, Sideshow emailed it was delayed. You can see here, Kit Chen already has have the boxes, so he already received his own stock. Abraham asking, any news about Kurt Cobain from Blitzway? No, I do not have any news about that. I will try to get anything about this. Universal Keys, Dev Toys still producing figures. Hope they're read from their Shawshank Redemption releases soon. Yeah, they are producing. They are the pre-order. I don't know if already open for the new Alfred, right, from the new Batman movie, and they just released 2 weeks ago their the Matrix Neo, the set. They are still producing, but sometimes they delay. They have a figure from the Inglourious Bastards, the Brad Pitt one. That figure is, I don't know, is reaching almost 3 years at this moment of delaying. But the toys, they are still in production. That's for sure. Bob Dylan, my friend, with the super chat, thank you so much. Have you heard anything about how Hong Kong sellers will handle the new Australia battery restriction? From what I gather, I think the only option is to open the package, remove the batteries. In this case, for example, Hot Toys, the Iron Man, they need to remove the batteries, close the package, and then send without the batteries inside. That's the only way they can deal with these. Hot Toys will not stop releasing figures with batteries because of Australia, I think, unless they do a special batch only for Australia retailers. That's a possibility too, but that is something that need to be worked with Hot Toys and Sideshow. The Hong Kong resellers will have to remove the batteries and then ship the figure as it is. It's not bad. They can do a quality inspection before shipping too. Thanks so much, Bob, for the super chat. How is the figure quality on Sideshow figures at this point? I heard others say it's better now. I can only tell you that the last figure I got from them was the Freddy Krueger, the last one they did. I know Dante complained about that one, that the body was trash. I cannot say that. I think mine, at least, the body looks okay. So I'm not very familiar with Sideshow bodies. I have a few figures from them. I have the Freddy Krueger. I have the Jawas, the set, the Star Wars. I have 2 sets. Those are really poor. I need to use the small base plates for them to standing. But I think lately their quality have been improving. The Chong Forest Gump, Chong. That's the other question, because Daft Toys and Chong, they are basically the same company. You are talking about the Chong, I know, because I also pre-ordered that one, the Forest Gump one. Before was DJ Custom did it. It was not bad, but I want to see what these Chong or Daft Toys are doing. I hope it releases soon, because I'm quite curious to see what did they make. Daft Toys making a Riddler, I think exactly. Daft Toys is making a Riddler. Mars Toys is making a Riddler, and that's the best comment to come in right now, because there was a custom Riddler that it's released already. There is an unboxing video on Facebook. It was made by I don't want to do a mistake, but I think he's a Indonesia customizer. At that time, I remember I talked with Bob Dylan, because I remember Comic Sanctorum had it on pre-order. It was $450 or $430. I was almost to pre-order this one, but then at that time I thought, I'm not going to pay $450 for a Riddler, because other third parties will do it. Probably Hot Toys will do it, and as it happens now, we got Mars Toys doing it, Daft Toys doing it, and this one, the custom one, is already released. I'm happy for the people that got it. Probably this is the best version that you can get, because it comes, of course, with a price. But yeah, $450. There is an unboxing on Facebook, but I think it's restricted to the group. I can put in the description later the group name, and maybe if you want to join and see the unboxing, because they did unboxing of their Riddler. I already talked before, but remember, guys, if you want to collect the boys, remember to catch the butcher now, because once Homelander goes out, I don't think you are going to find it after Homelander is out. Sorry, guys, but I really need to drink some water. Bob Dylan, I remember that conversation, and I believe my yeah. At that time, you also said no way you are not getting it. I was thinking about getting it because I contact the guy directly, and he told me that they were only making 40 figures. But it seems then it go to Comics and Torrent to for pre-order too. So I think in the end they made more quantity than they thought. Other release, this is not a new, but this is the Joker, the Queen Studios, the quarter scale. This is the sculpted version. It was the version that I pre-ordered, and I'm going to review it probably after 3 days. I know it's not 1/6 scale, it's a quarter scale, but now with Queen Studios doing 1/6 scale and so on, I think it's interesting to bring to the channel for us to see how the sculpted version came out. There is a big controversy with the pegs. I know the first batch they did of this figure, the figure was bending front, and they recall the statues and they modify the pegs in the legs. And there is other complaining that people are saying that the arms, because this is a statue, the arms are made of PVC, and I hope that's not true. If my pegs come as the first batch one and the arms comes as PVC, the same day I unbox, it's the same day I will send it back and ask for a full refund. That you guys can be sure, because I think this was advertised as polystone statue, and I don't want my Joker to bend front. Now I'm going to go with a new segment that I got here for the channel. That is basically what's on my friends' channels. It's also to do with the news. Is also to do with the news, I think, because at this moment we got so many channels on YouTube with so many great content. I even got lost sometimes with the content. So I thought about creating a segment last night, because now it's morning here in China. I went through the channels and I tried to pick as much as I could. If I failed some, or if you have a YouTube channel and you want me to talk about it over here, just let me know by Facebook or by email or anything. I will be happy to do it. So my friend Doc Smizzle, I talked with him. He will have a new segment on his channel about the Wonder Woman hair, how to arrange the hair of the Hot Toys, a hairstyling segment of the Hot Toys. If you don't follow yet, please follow Doc Smizzle. He has great unboxings, and he will do the review and unboxing as well of the dude from Sideshow. This for Doc Smizzle. Don't forget to subscribe. He's have great content on his channel. My friend Dante from the Man of Hot Collectibles has as well up the review from Miles and the Nightmare Batman and Superman. You can consider to check it out. Very good reviews from the Man of Hot Collectibles. We got as well from Fab's Figures. Fabio is having the Nightmare Flash from Flashpoint, I think. You know Fabio, he got all the figures that go out, so he always have new photos and new shorts on his channel. He's almost reaching 1,000 subscribers. Please follow him. Fab's Figures. He is always as well in streams with Aries, the Hot Toys Wizard. You can always follow. You can always check him out. We got as well my friend Graham, the Jedi Knight's Watch. He is coming with I think a top 5 Hot Toys on his perspective, and he's bringing as well the Luke Snowspeeder review soon. And as well, I will be on his channel tomorrow night for a stream. We are going to talk about the Obi-Wan show. So please remember to subscribe and check the Jedi Knight's Watch. We got as well my friend Dale P-Rock He has already up the review of Ahsoka from Hot Toys, the Clone Wars Ahsoka. He's a good friend of the channel. We already streamed together for some times. Um, he got great content. He always have a lot of reviews coming on his channel. Please check Pyroxzilla YouTube channel. He's a good friend and a great content creator. We got as well, of course, Desi from Metamorphic Customs for dioramas, for tutorials. He did a tutorial about how to maintain silicone bodies. A very good tutorial for you to check how to maintain and to prolong the age of your silicone 1/6 scale bodies. Very good content from my friend Desi from Metamorphic Customs. Of course, I need to talk as well about the new generation of content creators. My friend Riley from Riley Reviews, he just posted a video talking about 5 tips to improve your display and your collection. A very good video. Please subscribe to Riley. He has great content, and this last video is one that you don't want to miss. And finally, we got as well one 6-figure focus. My friend Shane from Ireland is having now a new shows called Visions, where he interview different content creators, a one-to-one interview, which I think it's quite interesting. He just dropped yesterday one with Riley Reviews, which I think it's quite interesting, and I'm expecting to see more of these interviews. And finally, a shout out to this channel. Is a channel that I follow since I start collecting. I really think is one of the best collecting channels on YouTube. I really love Zach, Dean, John. All of them are great people, great content creators, and I think they do not have enough support from all the community, because for the content they create, I think they should have a much higher support. I is one of the channels that I don't miss their stream, the live show, the collecting weekly. Even if I'm not watching the video, I'm always listening, because I think they do deliver great content. So a big shout out to Zach, Dean, John, Marco, and Ben from Collecting Weekly. Please be sure to subscribe. They do have great content, and I think they are the first 1/6 scale channel that start streaming. I think they start streaming maybe 2019, if I'm not wrong, because they already have many shows. This was a new segment I introduced today. Every week, the channels that I subscribe, if any new news coming, I will post. I subscribe to many more, but these were the ones that I remember, and last night I catch up. There is other one I forgot here. The thumbnail is Brother Cousin Toy Reviews. He did a Grail review of Luke, the Stormtrooper in disguise. Go check it out. It's a very good review, and I like a lot that segment from Brother Cousins. The Grail, the Morning Grails, it's an amazing idea. Super chat from Universal Key, nice segment. Thank you so much. I think it's important for us as YouTubers also to share what's going on other channels. This is a big community, and we can only help each other's the most we can. But thank you so much for the super chat. Really means a lot. Man of Hot Collectibles, thank you, John, for all the support. Go subscribe to all these great content creators. Exactly, that's the meaning. Go to subscribe, follow them. They all have great content. There is a lot of good content over the YouTube, and if you can support them, I know means a lot to all of us. I think we are approaching the 50 minutes mark, and I think that's all I got today for the 1/6 scale news. Once again, I'm going to collect everything I can for next week. Some questions that I didn't answer, I will try to gather the answers. And before I leave, the new M-Toys Bane non-bank robber release, correct? Do you plan on reviewing it or pass? Okay, this M-Toys Bane is... I need to do a video about it because of the problem that happened with the code. The code came with the wrong color. Actually, they advertise the coat as being like a pleather or leather, and the coat came in some kind of fabric. And they said, this is the coat. We only can improve the color with the oil. What they are doing is they are sending a small bottle of oil to the customers, and then you need to pass that oil on the coat. What does that make? That will make the coat darker. It will make the coat look darker brown, because the coat that comes, the first batch that they ship is a cream color. So the coat will just become darker brown. I didn't got my new coat yet. I'm waiting, because what I did was I send my Bane back. Once I get it back with the correct color, I will try to review it if I ever receive it, because I don't know how long time they will need to improve the coat. So tremble dust, it's the only thing I know. I know that I remember that the stores are sending back the coats for them to repaint, but some stores are M Toys is saying they don't want to repaint. They will send the oil, and then the stores need to send the oil to the customers. I saw that oil basically just need to use a small brush and pass it. It's all you can do. Um, yeah, but it's like this. If you are going to purchase your now, you will already get the new version, the darker one. Only the first batches they come in cream color. The second batches that they shipped out is already with KJ Smith is saying, I got a light coat. Yeah, but you can contact your store. They will send you I saw it's a small bottle of oil. Then with a brush, you just pass over it, and it will become, at least the photos I saw in the videos, it will become much better. It will become dark brown. I don't know what kind of oil is that. Ben Thomas Show. Hello, my friend, a good friend of the channel, from collecting weekly, of course. Thank you for passing by. I'm sure either next week I will feature your channel also. Here, yesterday, I want to go to your channel to check what's. I know you did a tour on some new store, but anyway, guys, if you haven't yet, check the Ben Thomas Show. An amazing Canadian collector, very polite, and I really like to talk with him. But yeah, for the Ben coat, that's it. You really need to get the oil. KJ Smith, yeah, contact them. They will get the oil from M Toys, and then they will ship it to you. And with thanks so much from my friend Ben, that's how we will end to this week's show. I hope you all enjoyed it. And again, I'm going to gather as much info I can for our next week's show. Wish you all a great weekend with you and all your families, and I will see you in the next one.